You're live.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome along to our second interactive quiz of this COVID-19 lockdown. This is actually our third virtual event in total. I'm Jessica Ferry, and here with me tonight is Damien Treenan. Damien, have I got that right?
Yeah, absolutely. That's brilliant. Yeah, well done. You did fair play. Well done.
I've been practicing. I know it's a great evening outside, so we really appreciate people maybe coming in out of the sun. Maybe some of you prefer to be out of the sun for this evening's quiz. Maybe some of you were sitting out in the sun with a few cans or bottles or whatever you want, having a barbecue, whatever you want. Anyway, we appreciate you coming along. So some of you may have taken part in the very first virtual quiz we did. I think it was on April 30th, so you'll know how it works. But there might be some people here this evening who haven't actually taken part in it and don't know how it works. So basically, there's 4 rounds of questions. There's one on Sligo Rovers in 2010. Then we have Sligo Town and County, World Sport and General Knowledge. And just tucked in between a couple of those quiz rounds are a couple of interviews with Sligo Rovers legends Gavin Pearce and Danny Ventry. So we hopefully won't keep people too long, but we hope that people will enjoy their evening. So the way it works is, Damien, you might correct me on this if I have this wrong, but basically you need one device to actually watch Damien and I talking and, watch the interviews or whatever. And then a second device, such as your mobile phone, which you need to keep an eye on throughout the whole quiz, to keep an eye on the questions and the answers. It's multiple choice. The quicker you answer the questions, the more points you get. If it's right, of course, obviously if it's wrong, you're going to get nothing. And you only have 20 seconds in total to answer the question. So for anybody worried about cheaters or whatever, it's really, really hard to cheat in this. You don't want to be really quick on Google to cheat. Am I right, Damien? Have I got everything correct?
That is, you're spot on. I'm going to have to be careful because I reckon you're going to take over my my quiz night company. But that's it. Yeah, the most important thing would be to watch your phones. The questions will appear there first. Because there's a slight delay of about 8 seconds between us talking to what's on your phones. I will just say that I really went out and decided to go red and white stripes tonight, as you can see, just to fit in and show some sort of support for Sligo, even though I'm a Cork man. Unfortunately, Keith couldn't make it tonight, so they've asked me to fill in once more. So I've got my red and white stripes, as you can see. It's white and red. So
sunburn works, Damien, I think. Yeah. You're one of us now anyway, Damien. You've been involved in our 2 previous virtual events and you were a big hit in both of them, I think it's fair to say.
Maybe, yeah, we'll see. Well, I did just make a little cameo on the first quiz. I just kind of popped in, but you see, the more that's fine, but the more people kind of see me and stuff, they'll realize how much hatred they do actually have for me. Francis here already says, "Why is a Cork man doing the quiz?" You can explain. You can answer that one, Jessica.
Well, because Damien knows all the technology side of it.
Yeah, so that's the main reason. It's not because I have a wonderful personality or anything like that. It is because all the stuff and the quizzes and stuff. So the guys at Sligo had approached me. They had seen one of the quizzes I did, and basically they put all this together. So I literally the first quiz I just kind of did all the background stuff. Unfortunately for you, I've been asked to kind of help Jessica run this one. So that's pretty much it. Other than that,
we should mention, if anybody wants to comment, we've had a couple of comments already, but if anybody wants to comment, you can comment on the YouTube link. Just leave a comment there or else on Facebook. Ryan Lynch says, Damien! ! I'm guessing that exclamation mark to me says glee and joy that you're here with us.
Yeah, or else it's that exclamation mark could mean, no, not him. So here we go. So we demand. Pat Kelly says, hello, everyone.
Hello, Pat.
Griffin McManus says, nice pajamas there. I don't know, are you wearing pajamas or?
Could be me either.
You notice that I do wear, are they pajamas, Jessica?
No.
All right, okay. But listen, there's nothing wrong with that. This is the only type of quiz where you could actually do it in your pajamas. Damien is a 10. The Grifster. What else have we got? Let's go, said Michelle Carroll. She doesn't know. Straight in, no kissing, Michelle.
Yeah.
Okay.
My eyes are back. Ryan Lynch is loving you, Damien. You gotta love her too.
Well, so that's the format of as Jessica said, there's 4 rounds of 15. There are some interviews throughout the quiz. I will say that there's the questions based on Sligo Town. I have no. So I was even looking at the pronunciation today, and if I'm doing any of them questions, I'm going to get them all wrong, I can tell you.
That's okay. Yeah.
So, okay, do we want to give people a 1 minute warning?
Yes, we can if you want, or else I'd say we could nearly get cracking.
So I'm just going to
on round one.
the screen, and we're going to get this here. Okay, so this is good. Right, the most important, guys, is watch your phones, watch your phones, watch your phones, watch your phones. So important to watch your phones. We're going to go live right now.
Okay, this is round one. So in Rovers' first match of the season in 2010, Eoin Doyle found the back of the net in a 1-1 draw with which side? Was it A, Bohemian, B, St. Patrick's Athletic, C, Dundalk, or Shamrock Rovers is D? So that's the first match of 2010 season. Eoin Doyle found the back of the net in a 1-1 draw with which side? Bows, Pats, Dundalk, or Shamrock Rovers? The quicker you answer, the more points you get. Do not forget that.
Okay, so I'm just looking. So we've got a few people who didn't get their answers in. Okay, it's always probably at the start of every quiz you'll see a few people who kind of miss out and stuff. But here's what people went for. There you go. All
right, so there we go. There's actually quite a good spread there of answers. 39% said Pats, 31% Shamrock Rovers, 11% Dundalk, and the answer is Shamrock Rovers, of course, against his former team. Good memories amongst some people here. All right. Question 2. John Dillon was signed from which one of these clubs? A, Blitz Spartans, B, Morecambe, C, Accrington Stanley, D, Crewe Alexandra. So John Dillon, who was his club before he signed for Sligo Rovers?
Accrington Stanley, who were they?
Don't. There will be a former Accrington Stanley man on later on, though, on Johnny Ventry.
Can I please say Accrington Stanley? Who are they?
No.
No. Okay. All right.
44% of people said Accrington Stanley. Interesting. 26% Crewe Alexandra. 13% Morecambe. And 17% said the Spartans. Yeah, Crewe is the correct answer. I think people were assuming Accrington because of the connections there with the club. But yeah, there you go. Question 3. Which signing made their long-awaited debut in a televised league encounter away to St. Patrick's Athletic on April 23rd? A, Joseph Doe, B, Irla Davern, C, Gary McCabe, or D, John Russell? So who made their long-awaited debut in a game away to St. Pat's on telly on April 23rd in 2010? Joey Doe, Irla Davern, Gary McCabe, or John Russell?
Yeah, so I can see that more people have their answers locked in on this one. So I'm ready to give you the live results.
So 77% of people said the one and only Joey Doe, 9% Davern, 11% Gary McCabe, and 3% John. So the answer was, of course, Joseph Doe. People don't forget those kind of debuts. Okay, question 4. From April 23rd to May 14th, Rovers yielded just one victory from 6 games, a 6-0 victory in the League Cup. Who was their opposition? A, Cockhill Celtic, B, Finn Harps, C, Letterkenny Rovers, or D, Kildrum Tigers? That should be Tigers, shouldn't it?
I will take no responsibility for any typos tonight.
So 6-0 victory in the League Cup over who in 2010? And 50% said Cockhill Celtic, 10% Harps, 26% Letterkenny Rovers, and 14% Kildrum Tigers. I'm pretty sure that should be. Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, Letterkenny Rovers is the correct answer.
These are amazing. I just as someone who does quizzes, I can tell you, like, when these are brilliant when you see like some people get it wrong. It's
a high percentage of people going for the one answer and it's wrong. Yeah, I know. Rovers followed this up with another 6-0 win against Drogheda United, who scored their first hat-trick for the club that day. A, Gary McCabe, B, Padraig Amond, C, Matthew Blinkhorn, or D, Eoin Doyle? So who scored their first hat-trick for the club in a 6-0 win against Drogheda? Gary McCabe, Padraig Amond, Matthew Blinkhorn, or Eoin Doyle? In 2010, Michelle Carroll is wondering, 2010. All these questions are 2010. Okay, so 49% of people have said Padraig Amond. 29% Eoin Doyle and 21% Matthew Blinkhorn. Yes, the correct answer is, of course, Padraig Amond. He had a brilliant year that year. 4 left.
So I think we had agreed that we would do 5 questions each. Yes. So if I have any pronunciations wrong or anything like that, I do apologize. Sometimes my pronunciations are as bad as my shirts, I can tell you. Okay. Question 6.
Apparently my shirt is bad as well, Damien. So.
But you're wearing pajamas. Okay. Right, so question 6. On June 1st, Rovers began their FAI Cup journey with a narrow 1-0 victory over which First Division side? And your choices are Athlone Town, Longford Town, Monaghan United or Finn Harps. So 1st of June, Rovers began their FAI Cup journey with a narrow 1-0 victory over which First Division side? Athlone, Longford, Monaghan or Finn Harps. A couple of comments on the shirts, obviously. Great to see them back. The bad shirts are back. No one filled me in on the bad shirts team. And lovely shirts. Okay, so live answers. Let's have a look what people went for. So 49% of people, most people going for Athlone, and it was a spread across Longford, Monaghan and Finn Harps. The correct answer on that one was Athlone. Okay, Athlone. We're going to move on to question 7. Watch your phones, guys. Watch your phones. Watch your phones. Which of these signings went on to make the most appearances in 2010? Was it John Gibson, Lee McAvilly? See, in Cork we'd say McAvilly, or something like that. C, Paul Whelan, or D, Nelson Vieira. So John Gibson, Lee
McAvilly.
Thank you. Paul Whelan and Nelson Vieira. You've got my back. I can see that. That's great.
Always.
That's great. Right, let's have a look. The live answering. Again, a big mix spread across it. 31%. Paul Whelan and John Gibson getting the highest percentage, and the other two lads both on 20%. The correct answer was Paul Whelan. So congratulations to the 30% of you. We're moving on to question 8, and that is, which Portuguese club did Padraig Amond sign for? Did I get that one right? I would say Padraig Amond.
Padraig Amond is fine. I'm just laughing at September.
I'm going to pronounce it as it's written. Which Padraig Amond signed for in Sepmteber of that year, which I'm guessing is September. So we will have a look. Yeah. Oh God. Pacos de Ferreira, Rio Ave, Ballinalack, or Vitória de Setúbal. So which Portuguese club did Padraig Amond sign for in Sepmteber of that year? Pacos de Ferreira, Rio Ave, Ballinalack.
Time's up anyway.
Yeah, thank God. Thank God that's up. Okay, 82% of people going for Pacos de Ferreira, which I presume that's the pronunciation. The correct answer was 82% of you. Congratulations. Question 9 is, when Sligo Rovers met Everton in a friendly that summer, which of these future English Premier League players did not play for Everton that day? Was it Mustafi, John Lundstrom, Shane Duffy, or Ross Barkley? So when Sligo met Everton in a friendly that summer, which of these future Premier League players did not play for Everton that day? So was it Mustafi, John Lundstrom, Shane Duffy, or Ross Barkley? Okay, you can see your answer has been locked in at the moment. Yeah. Everyone is locked and loaded. So 45% of people going for Ross Barkley. Very little people going for John Lundstrom, Shane Duffy, and Mustafi. The correct answer was actually John Lundstrom. So 12% of you getting that one right. And my last question of this round, thank God, is who's the captain of Sligo Rovers on the day of the EA Sports Cup final against Monaghan United? So who was the captain in the EA Sports Cup final? Was it John Russell, Jim Loughlin, Gavin Pearce, or Richie Ryan? Did I get that one right? Loughlin?
Yeah, Loughlin.
You see, there is a difference. So, like as Tony said in the quiz, like Ronan Collin, I know he's not calling up there; he's calling to us, but he's Coughlin. Is that what it is?
Yeah, Coughlin. Yeah. He's Coughlin. Because he's Limerick, isn't he?
Do you know what now? That I do not know. I just know that you stole him off us. But anyway, let's have a look. The live answers. 44% of people going for Richie Ryan, 37% Gavin Pearce, 11% Jim Loughlin, and 8% John Russell. The correct answer was Richie Ryan. Are they all right? They're all okay, aren't they? The questions are right, are they?
Yeah.
Okay. I just copied and pasted. So if there's any of these questions wrong, you can take it up with the bossman. Just before I had
Colin Feely, CEO of Sligo Rovers.
Absolutely. Just to say happy birthday to Michael Mulvey. It would be great to get a shout out from Damien to celebrate it. Well, there you go. Happy birthday, Michael Mulvey. Going to hand it back to Jessica.
Yeah, I think. I have another. Okay. On the final day at the showgrounds, a penalty in the 91st minute was Sligo Rovers' last league goal of the season. Who scored it? So it's Eoin Doyle A, Conor O'Grady B, Gary McCabe C, or Alan Keane D. And that's the final day at the showgrounds. A penalty in the 91st minute was the last league goal Rovers scored of the season. Who scored it? Doyle, O'Grady, Gary McCabe, or Alan Keane? 3 seconds left. 62% of people have said Alan Keane. And then it's pretty even between Gary McCabe and Eoin Doyle, and then Conor O'Grady on 8%. And the correct answer was, of course, Alan Keane. Good memories. Alan Keane always took the penalties. So, what was unusual about Sligo Rovers' matchday squad in the FAI Cup final? Again, in 2010, in case anyone's wondering. A, Keith O'Dwyer was named on the bench. B, 2 keepers among the subs. C, no Sligo natives. Or D, no sub-keeper. What was unusual about Rovers' matchday squad for the FAI Cup final in 2010? Keith O'Dwyer named on the bench, 2 keepers among the subs, no Sligo natives, or no sub-keeper.
I just say that, yeah, we've had a few unusual benches in Cork actually as well. Throughout the entire 2018 season, we had 5 right backs at all time. Okay, anyway.
Half of them taken from Sligo, but anyway. So 67% of people have said 2 keepers among the subs. Interestingly, 9% of people said Keith O'Dwyer was named on the bench. 7% no Sligo natives and 17% no sub-keeper. It was, of course, 2 keepers among the subs, which was in itself interesting considering what happened. But anyway, there we go. On to the next one. Question 13. Richie Ryan and which other player were unable to be part of the matchday squad in the FAI Cup final due to an accumulation of yellow cards in the league? So was it A, Mauro Almeida, B, Derek Foran, C, Matthew Blinkhorn, or D, John Dillon? So Richie Ryan and who else were unable to be part of the matchday squad for the FAI Cup final due to suspensions? Almeida, Foran, Blinkhorn, or John Dillon? 4 seconds left. I'd imagine most people would get this one. Yeah, 89% of people have said Matthew Blinkhorn. We thought that would make the task all the more difficult, but what a great day. Question number 14. Ciaran Kelly's 4th penalty save in the shootout, the deciding kick, was taken by which Shamrock Rovers player? A, Chris Turner, B, Paddy Kavanagh, C, Gary Twigg, or D, Pat Flynn? So Shamrock Rovers' 4th penalty, or not the 4th penalty, but Ciaran Kelly's 4th penalty save was taken by which Shamrock Rovers player? Turner, Kavanagh, Twigg, or Pat Flynn? And 62% of people have said Paddy Kavanagh. I think the image of Paddy Kavanagh crying on the big screen in the Aviva is one that's ingrained in all of our minds after that day. And the correct answer here is Paddy Kavanagh, of course.
And the last question in this round.
Yes, the final question of the Rovers 2010 round. In a timeless clip captured by RTE, Joseph and Doe can be seen dancing at full time in the Aviva Stadium to which song? A, Celebration, B, We Are the Champions, C, Rockin' All Over the World, and D, Don't Stop Me Now. Should have audio clips here to go with them all.
I can just do a little. So celebration is do, 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 do. Then you go, we are the champions. Then you go, and here we go, rocking all over the world. And the other one is, don't stop me now, having
all
a
right,
good
Jimmy,
time.
let's get to the answers.
That's just instead of the audio clips, they cut the budget basically and couldn't get copyright, so they just asked me just to do an a cappella on them.
78% of people have said rocking all over the world. 15% said we are the champions, and then 4% for celebration and 3% for don't stop me now. And the correct answer, of course, is rocking all over the world, C. So that is that it for round one?
That's the end of round one. Do you want to have a look at the leaderboard? Or...
Yes, I think we should have a quick look at the leaderboard, Damien.
Okay, here we go. So, guys, if you're on your phones, it will tell you on the top left where you are. And here we go. Colin. Just Colin. He's first. C. Coleman in second place. The Del Boy S in third. As you can see, there's a few other people. So Colin got 14 out of 15 questions right. Actually, a lot of that's pretty good. You can comment if you see any names there. Damo's shirt in 35th.
That was expected, I think.
Yeah.
I'm trying to look through it here to see who I know.
Mary and
Pat Kelly are there. Come on, Mary and Pat.
So you got some people just came in, and then they may. So guys, if you do at any stage have maybe it freezes, just refresh your phone. Okay, so just pull it down, and it should refresh. Quarantine Red, Rory Houston in fourth.
Great to see Rory in fourth, and Niall Curneen up there as well.
So you might know a few more of them names than me. I've been told by the real Rovers, don't mention those players here. I was making fun of us.
What players?
I presume the 5 right backs. That we
right,
had on the bench, possibly. Yeah. Making
Maybe.
fun of us. Okay.
Damien, I think we are due to have an interview right about now.
So what I will do is I'm going to just bring in Gavin, and I'm going to just pop this across, and I'm going to bring myself off because I'm sure you can hear us okay, Gavin?
Yeah.
Can you hear me, Gavin?
Thanks. Yeah, I can, yeah.
Great.
I'm going to leave you do your professional thing now, Jessica, while I'm totally unprofessional. Okay.
Gavin, how are you? Thanks for joining us this evening.
No problem, you okay?
You enjoying the sun?
I am just in from the back garden.
Gavin, we know you're a busy man. You've got 3 kids keeping your hands full this weather.
Yeah, I'm hiding in the bedroom trying to just keep them away.
I know. Listen, we want to go through some of your Sligo Rovers memories and some of the good days with you. But first, I suppose we should get started on kind of how you first came to Sligo Rovers and everything. So you obviously spent some time in England, and then you had come home to Ireland before you got the call about joining Sligo Rovers.
No, I was over in Blackburn. I went over there, done 3 years there, and then came home, went back then to Mansfield, and I think it was 6 months there. I didn't really enjoy it, and then around Christmas time I just came home. Didn't really know what I was going to be doing. Got a few phone calls, a few offers, and I went up to Sligo. I trained for a few days, and Sean Connors got me to sign, and just been there ever since. Enjoyed it, just loved every minute of it.
I read an interview as well you did where you said at that time, you didn't know an awful lot about the League of Ireland, because I suppose you'd spent a lot of time in England, so you probably weren't keeping an eye on it. I
didn't really know anything about the league, to be honest with you. I was just focused on playing football in England, yeah.
So when you came back then, what was it about Sligo Rovers? How did Sean Connor sell it to you?
I just went up and got a good feeling, really, and there was the players that were there, I got on with it and just enjoyed it, really. I'd been at Dublin City, and then Waterford were interested, and I was meant to go from after Sligo. I was meant to go down to Cork, and just ended up just signing the deal because I liked what I saw, and just everything was good after that. Then wasn't it? We went on to win a lot of stuff.
You were fairly young as well when you came to Sligo. I bet you never thought you'd spend 10 years living in Sligo and playing for Sligo Rovers and winning virtually everything. No,
I didn't. To be honest with you, when I came back from England, I didn't really know what I was going to be doing. I thought I was giving up football. As I said, I didn't know really much about the league. So I thought it was a big decision. I wasn't enjoying myself, came home, and it just happened. Went from strength to strength, and after that, and enjoyed my football then.
Yeah, and the first couple of years at Rovers, things were kind of slowly improving, and then in 2009, we kind of started to see the fruits of all the hard work that had gone in, and there was a cup final then, and obviously that was devastating to lose the cup final in 2009.
Yeah.
And then, go on.
No, just the way we lost it as well. It was a horrible day as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was the worst day.
It was the coldest day I've ever played football in, I think.
And then, Gavin, 2010 came along, and what a year it was.
Yeah. It sort of kicked us on a bit as well, losing that, because we wanted to win something, and it drove us on. I think we had a very good squad, a lot of winners in the squad, and that just drove us. We came back and we were at it, and I think once we got over the line winning the first one, we just kicked on after that then.
A lot of people kind of say that, the arrival of Joseph and Doe was kind of the final piece in the puzzle. I mean, the football that Rovers were playing was excellent, and then Doe came along, and it was like everything just kind of sort of knitted together at that stage.
Yeah, there's no getting away how good Joey is, but it was a good squad as well before that. And we were doing well, We got to the final the year before and stuff like that, so you can't really look away from that. But there's no doubt in Joey's ability. But I think everybody in that squad was good enough.
The football that was played in 2010, was that like among the best you had seen in your time at Sligo Rovers?
It's hard to say, because you look at the different squads every year, and you like, even I'm looking back at some of the videos that Sligo were putting up, and you're like, geez, you didn't know how good that squad was back then, until you look back now.
I know. And then obviously winning the League Cup was kind of the start of it, but the FAI Cup was pretty amazing.
Yeah, it was, yeah. I didn't have the best of times a couple of months before that against Manchester United, but
I wasn't going to bring that up, Gavin. You brought it up. I wasn't going to bring it up.
Come here, it happens, doesn't it? That's football. Everybody makes mistakes. But it's just how you learn from them, isn't it? I didn't do it again after that.
And then, obviously, 2011 came along, and I suppose kind of fresh off the back of winning the Cup in 2010, the mood was really, really good around the club, and we got to the Cup final again, but we kind of mounted a title challenge late on, and I think we were only 4 points off Shamrock Rovers at the top at the end of 2011.
Well, I can't remember that, but yeah, did we finish second or third? Was it?
Yeah, second. Yeah.
Second. Yeah. I just know we were doing that period. We pushed them close all the time. It was a strong league as well. Some strong. I think there was 5 or 6 strong teams in it, so it was quite strong the league back then. So it was we pushed them close.
Obviously, the club pushed on in the off season in 2011. Ahead of 2012, put together like a really, really good squad, obviously, and then Paul Cook left. And how was that for you? I mean, you obviously had a very, very good relationship with him.
Yeah, I did. But any manager that came into Sligo, I sort of, you do your best for them. That's all you can do. When Eoin came in, we just got the heads down and we kicked on. We met the first game was actually. You look back, people ask you what was important games, the year you won the league and stuff. I look back to the first game against Shells, and then there was, for me, Cork away stands out. A nil-all draw away. It was an important stage. And they're the games that stand out for me, because drawing that first game in the last few minutes, I think, was Quigg sent off?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he was sent off then. And, at the last minute, I think Jay scored the header. Just pulling back, just showed how strong we were together, and it sort of kicked us off, got us going. It showed Ian that we were together for him.
It was an excellent year, and it showed everybody how well players got on the pitch and everything. There seemed to be a really, really good mood among the squad that year.
Yeah, to be honest with you, most years I've been there, we've had a good mood. So bar, I think possibly the worst season at Sligo was probably 2015, and that shows. Look where we finished, So, other than that, every year has been the team bonding's been great. I think it was at one stage it was 12 of us going for coffees after training together.
Talk to us about winning the league. It must have felt special considering how long you had been at the club.
It was. So you want to win leagues as a player, but I suppose anything we won was special. It was a special group of players, and we all worked hard for each other, and we wanted to win for each other. And even, I suppose, away from football, families were close. We lived close to each other. We'd have dinner in each other's houses, so it sort of became a family on the pitch, really. And it was special anytime we won anything. I suppose I'd still speak to Danny. I speak to a lot of the lads a lot, but I'd be close enough to Danny eventually, and his mum and dad and Charlotte and stuff like that.
I suppose 2013 stands out in everyone's memories for the cup final, and I suppose for you, the one thing about that cup final was your injury.
It was the end of me, that, wasn't it? It wasn't nice, but things happen. I still celebrated at the end of it, and celebrated for a few days after that. I think it was 3 days later, I looked down and my ankle was blown up. My whole leg was blown up, so I said I better go home. But yeah, no, good and bad. You have to enjoy it. But then had the operation about 4 weeks later and just got on the road to recovery and worked hard to get back.
It must have been tough, Gavin, because you were out injured for a while.
8 months I think I was back playing 8 months. Yeah, that was tough, but I suppose you have to have that drive. Ray was working with me daily, and you know it was tough on your own because they're overtraining, and you know Ray goes over to the training, but like you're in the gym on your own doing the stuff. And I had to get away. I actually went over to St. George's Park for 3 weeks because being a member of the PFA, they gave you 3 weeks if you were injured, so it just broke it up for me. And then when I was coming back to get fit, I think Jimmy and John were in at the time then. Paul let me go over for a week just to get a little pre-season into me. So it was handy. I got a little bit up to fitness then, and I came back and played. I came on in Europe. Bangor, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, come on for, I think it was 5 minutes there, and then was meant to play 20 minutes on the Sunday against UCD and ended up playing 90 minutes. And then I think
there was an iconic photo, Gavin, wasn't there, of you making your return, and you were coming on the pitch in the showgrounds, and your son was standing behind you with Piers number 4 on the back of his jersey.
Yeah, it's a lovely photo. Yeah, I can't remember who took it, but yeah, no, I still have it saved on the phone.
You obviously had offers, I'm sure, to leave Rovers over the years.
Yeah,
but you wanted to stay.
Yeah, I had a few. When you look back now, I probably should have went. When was it? I think it was after I signed my deal before the 2000 and 2 weeks before 2013 Cup final.
Yeah.
Shamrock Rovers had offered me a deal, but I opted to stay. Looking back now, that was the downfall then, wasn't it?
We have a question here, Gavin, an interesting one from Jerry O'Connor, and he says, what advice would you give to John Mahon regarding injury and coming back from injury?
I know he has the mental strength. You can tell by him. Just take your time, work hard, make sure you're right before you get back. And I suppose I know myself. I'm one of them that tries to push things too far, but you just have to listen to your body. Did he have the same injury as Seamus?
I think so. I'm trying to think now.
So it'd be good to link in with Seamus as well. You know, it takes time to heal, and if you go back too early, you end up setting yourself back. So just make sure you're ready to go. Do the work, don't slack, and you know it's proven if you do the work, you get back in.
You went to St. Pat's then in 2017, I think, was it? Was that a hard decision to leave, or did you feel the time was kind of right? You'd kind of done your duty with Rovers.
Yeah, it was the right time to go. I was offered a deal off Sligo, obviously. Then Pat's, I think my family had already moved up because the year before I was him and home what to do. Because of the year previously, but yeah, it was just the right time to go. The thought the year before was because we had such a bad year the year before was just to sort of I didn't want to leave when things were bad. I wanted to go out and say, look, I've proved you wrong. See you later. So I think we finished 5th the year later, and then that was my time to just go then.
And then you went to Derry, and you're now with Glen Torrens, so you're still going strong.
Yeah, just about. Do you know what? I actually didn't enjoy football when I left Sligo. I went into Pats, and I actually done well at the start, and then picked up an injury, and then that was that. Then, see, ever since the knee, I've picked up injuries because of overcompensation. And yeah, so I went to Pats, didn't enjoy it. Then went up to Derry, was enjoying it, picked up injuries, and then that was that. Then I got the job then in the FAI. I left Derry early. I just turned up for games because Kenny asked me to just remain and turn up for games, so I'd done that. And then came home, was retiring, and got a tweet of a chap asking me, a tweet what I was doing, and I said a few offers, but nothing that stands out. Probably going to retire. And he said, would you fancy going up north? And I said, have to be work going up, driving up a lot. And went up, had a look. They were playing Newry, and just liked what I saw. Stadium, got a tour around it. Had the bar, pool tables, this and that. Something that I think Sligo should possibly have. And yeah, just liked it. Signed it there and then after the game, and didn't really look back. Went up, started to enjoy it. I was a bit overweight, not gonna lie. I've been out since September. That was January. Had a good Christmas. Then got fit, and we nearly got into Europe. Then just done well when I was in. Helped people around me, young squad. Nearly got Europe on the last game of the season. I didn't get it. Came back this year, and I think I picked up a little injury at the start to my calf. Was out for 4 games, but haven't lost many games. We were top of the league after January, and then just them storms killed us a bit, really. There was one of the games where the corner went straight in with the storm, the wind blowing in, knocked us back a bit. I think we're 5th now, a couple of points off. But we're in the semi-finals of the cup as well. But I don't really know what's going to happen to if it's going to start back or not.
Gavin, we'll let you go in a second, but just one final question before you go. If you could relive one day, one game in a Sligo Rovers shirt, what would it be?
Jesus. There's a few of them. I suppose you'd have to go with the day we won the league, wouldn't you, at home against Pats? You can say the Shamrock Rovers game, the cup finals and that, but I think that was the one where you won the league, family and friends were there, full stadium. The game, a cracking game, had everything in it, ups and downs, and then just a relief. I suppose for me, I managed to set Raf up for the corner and then get the winning penalty for Quiggs. So, it was a decent old day. All
right, Gavin, we'll let you go. Thanks a million for your time. Take care.
No worries. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you. Okay. You can hear me okay? Okay.
Yeah, so we're ready for round 2 now, Damien, which I think is around about Sligo Town and County.
Again, my pronunciations in this one will be great. So I think I've got the first 5, which just give you a little break from all your chatting and stuff like that.
Yeah, no problem.
I will just say that I am carefully watching who's in 35th place. Okay, so Dama's short. I'm rooting for you. Okay, guys. I want to see you in the top 3. It could even be adjusted it can't. Okay, guys. So question 16. Watch your phones. We're going to start right now. So you just keep it on your phones right now. Question 16. Bingo in Gilooly Hall usually takes place on what night? Did I get that one right, Jessica? I see you're laughing. Yeah. Okay. So this is all on Sligo itself, yeah? That's Sligo itself? Okay. Is it Sunday, Friday, Wednesday, or Monday? Sunday, Friday, Wednesday, or Monday. I will say bingo. I actually have my own online bingo thing at the moment. I'm a bingo fan, so I'm looking to travel around Ireland when this is all over and play bingo. I may head to Gilooly Hall and take part in it. Have you played bingo there?
No, I have not.
No,
never.
Oh, okay. As a bingo caller, I'm going to. I'm going to ignore that. Okay. So 51% of people going for Sunday. As you can see, 17%, 19%, and 13% across the other days. It is, of course, Sunday. I'm saying, of course, as if sure, I knew that. I knew that because I have the answers. So 51% of you. Congratulations. And I hope you enjoy that bingo. Okay, question 17. Where in Sligo would you find regional stores? Is it Carraroe, Rathcormac, Ballinode, or Pearse Road? Carraroe.
Spot on, Damien.
What's that? Yeah, there you go, huh? I'm getting there. Carraroe, Rathcormac, Ballinode, or Pearse Road. Okay, so people have their answers in. Yes, I can see the answering in on this one. The correct, the live scores. 82% of people going for Ballinode, and the correct answer was Ballinode. So well done to the 82% of people. The other 18%. Even I knew that one. Question 18. When did the documentary Stripped feature on RTE? So when did the documentary Stripped feature on RTE? Was it 2010, 2014, 2012, or 2016? What was that documentary about, Jessica?
I think the name says it all. I don't really remember it, actually.
Is it like the normal people of a couple of years?
50 Shades of Sligo, as it's been called.
Right, okay. God, holy water thrown at the television. Let's have a look. 22% of people going for 2010, 2014 getting 33%, 2012 getting 39%, and very few people thought it was 2016. It has been etched in the memories of 39% of the people. It is burned into their memories. Okay, question 19 is, when did Prince Charles visit Sligo? Was it 2016, 2014, 2015, or 2017? Yeah,
a big day for the parish.
We had them in Cork as well, actually, and I think the amount of money that was spent was mental, and there was uproar because, with the rebel county and all that stuff, and I remember there was a lot of furore about it. I think it was probably around the same. They probably came over, himself and Camilla probably did the whole country at once, okay. So 39% of people going for 2015, a few other people, just less than that on 2016. The correct answer was 2015, so well done to you. Last question for me. Hopefully this is something nice and easy and pronunciated so easily for me. Sligo Racecourse will host a race meeting on what date? Sligo Racecourse will host a race meeting on what date? Is it July 6th, June 2nd, July 20th, or June 29th? It's opening. Is it opening again soon? Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, brilliant. Okay.
Can't say when.
Well, yeah, it's opening soon. Soon.
In either June or July.
Yeah, and it could be the 6th, the 2nd, the 20th, or the 29th. I'm not too sure, but let's just have a look. 37% of people going for July 6th. The correct answer was, oh my God, June 2nd. Only 13% of people getting that one right. I love it, but it also makes me worry that I clicked the correct answer on it as well. When that comes in, there's always a doubt in my mind. I'm going to hand you back to you, Jessica.
All right. Thank you for that, Damien. Okay, so question 21. Which popular Sligo restaurant will reopen for takeaway this weekend? This is just a Sligo question. Is it A, Best, B, Jalan, C, Street Cart, or D, Four Lanterns, otherwise known as Four Lights? So which Sligo restaurant will reopen for takeaway this weekend? Best, Jalan, Street Cart, or Four Lanterns?
Are they nice?
Yes.
I may have been to one of them. I think my last visit to the showgrounds was when John Caulfield jumped into the crowd, actually, and I may have drunkenly stumbled into one of those takeaways. I'm not too sure. Anyway.
So 76% of people have said Jalan, which I believe is the correct answer. Yes. Four Lanterns 15%, Street Cart 4%, and Best 4%. Damien, I'll come back to you in a second.
Yeah, I can see that there. I'm just going to check.
Where is the Ballinalack Community Park in Ballinalack?
Okay.
Have I actually just said the answer?
You did, but maybe no one heard you.
My apologies.
We're giving this one to people because of the July 2nd mistake.
The Grange. So where is the Ballinalack Community Park in Sligo? Templeboy, Eastkey, Ballinalack, or Grange? Oh God.
Yeah, so there's a few people saying July 2nd. That should have been. I'm going to check the answers that I was given, but obviously Jessica just gave you the answer to one of these just to make up for that one.
Yeah. Okay, so 63% of people have gone with the right answer, but my bad, sorry. These things happen. Okay. What political role did Ray McSharry fill in 1982? Was it A, Minister for Sport, B, Taoiseach, C, Taoiseach, or D, Minister for Agriculture? So what political role did Ray McSharry fill in 1982? Minister for Sport, Taoiseach, Taoiseach, or Minister for Agriculture? And the live answers are as follows. 19% said Minister for Sport, only 1% said Taoiseach, 44% said Taoiseach, and 35% said Minister for Agriculture. 44% of people are correct with Taoiseach. Okay. Sligo actress Pauline Motynn appeared in which Channel 4 drama? A. The Inbetweeners, B. Shameless, C. Skins, or D. Derry Girls. So Pauline Motynn appeared in which Channel 4 drama? Inbetweeners, Shameless, Skins, or Derry Girls?
The July 2nd question was a typo, I've been told, so I can strip out the points for that one during the halftime entertainment. So anyway, I'll leave you go on with this Pauline Motynn.
Oh, hear that one
yeah. Waiting all day.
Okay, the live answers. When you're ready. So 63% of people have gone with the correct answer, which is Shameless. I'm sure some people were probably watching that there, waiting for Father Ted to come up. But yeah, Shameless is the correct answer for anybody. Okay. In 2002, at Sligo Airport, a plane containing which band overshot the runway on landing? A. Aslam, B. Bewitched, C. Westlife, or D. The Corrs. So, a plane containing which band overshot the runway on landing at Sligo Airport in 2002? Aslan, Bewitched, Westlife, The Corrs. 5 seconds left. The quicker you answer, the more points you get. And there we go. Wow, so 79% of people remember this. It was a big story. The answer, obviously, was Aslan, with nearly 80% of people getting it correct. Guessing 17% of people said Westlife, just based on the fact that they're Sligo. There you go. Damien, I think that's the last question for me for this round, is it?
Yeah, that was a crazy world, I'd say, at the time, was it?
Stop it.
The puntastic. Okay, lots of people. So yeah, again, the people can't take it the points away. Demanded. I'm going to crack on with the last 5 questions in this round, and we'll just plow on. Question 26: Which of these terms means definitely in Sligo? Okay, is it sure thing, defo, no sweat, or cert? Sure thing. I know that Keith O'Dwyer was meant to be here, so I'm sure this would have sounded so much better with him doing it. So sure thing, defo, no sweat, or cert? Which of those terms mean definitely in Sligo? Would you use it a lot, Jessica, would you?
I personally don't use the term, but I know a lot of people who do.
Okay. Cert getting 56% of people. Defo with 29% of people. And the correct answer was cert. So there you go. That's the answer that we have. Also, guys, our answers are all correct. Okay, there's no, unfortunately, if you say defo for definitely, sorry, you're from Mayo. Okay, let's go. Question 27. Which of the following stores are not located at Sligo Retail Park? Is it Pet Stop, Right Price Tiles, Curry's PC World, or Argos? So which of the following stores are not located at Sligo Retail Park? Pet Stop, Right Price Tiles, Curry's PC World, or Argos? I've been told the puns are as bad as my shirt, which is fantastic.
This is how you know the questions aren't taken from like tablequiz.com or something.
Yeah.
When they're specific.
Yeah, these are really, really specific Sligo. Yeah, there's no way these were copied from anywhere else.
No.
Literally, someone sat down and came up with all these ones. Live answers: 72% of people going for Argos. 24% of people going for Right Price Tiles. The correct answer was Argos. Okay, so that's not located at Sligo Retail Park. It's located.
Oh, Cleveland.
There you go. Okay. Question 28. When did Johnston Court Shopping Centre first open? Was it 2010, 2009, 2004, or 2007? So also be careful. Some people do suffer from fat fingers when doing the quiz. I know I do myself if I'm trying to do a quiz and I press the wrong button first. There's nothing worse because you cannot change your answer. And then if the correct answer comes up that you got wrong, it's the worst thing in the world. Okay, so live answers. Everyone has their answers locked and loaded. We are looking at 32% of people going for 2007, 29% of people quite close between 2007 and 2004, with the rest of them just kind of not too much. Correct answer was 2007. Congratulations to the 32% of you. Question 29. Which of the following is located on Gratton Street in town? So which of the following is located on Gratton Street in town? Is it Kate's Kitchen, Style Emporium, Whirlies, or Paddy Power? So Kate's
Whirlies,
Kitchen,
correct.
Whirlies, yeah. It's Kate's Kitchen, Style Emporium, Whirlies, or Paddy Power. So which of the following is located on Gratton Street in town? You know, the next time I come up now, I'm going to be looking around for all these things. Oh my God, there's Kate's Kitchen. Oh my God.
You're not going to remember them, Damien. Don't pretend
I will.
you will.
I can tell you this is, I will never forget these 3 weekends. Okay. Live answers. Oh my God, it's so close there. 42% of people going for Kate's Kitchen, 42% going for Style Emporium. This is the one that could cause some fights in houses.
Yeah.
If someone said, I told you it was that one. Here we go. The correct answer was, it was Style Emporium. That's
See,
close.
Kate's Kitchen is Castle Street, and they run into each other. Gratton Street and Castle Street run into one another. So I'm guessing that's why it was so close.
So close, so close. The final question in this round is, singer-songwriter Leonard Cohen played where in Sligo? Was it, sorry, the
Knocknarea.
There you go, Knocknarea Arena, Markovich Park, Lissadell, or Stephen Street? So Knocknarea Arena, Markovich Park, Lissadell, or Stephen Street? Leonard Cohen. Did he sing It's a Perfect Day? Was that him? Or Hallelujah, was it?
Hallelujah.
No? Hallelujah. What a song. Boom, 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 boom. Let's just have a look. Okay. Live answers. 96% of people said Lissadell. The correct answer was Lissadell. Okay. 1 second now. I just sent a message. Okay. Are we going to have a look at the leaderboards again?
Yes, I think the leaderboard would be good if we could.
Okay. So I'm looking out for Damo's shorts there in 35th position. So I'm going to have a look here and see exactly. I'm rooting for you guys. I'm rooting for you. Here we go. Oh, it's a change at the top. Nyler 67 coming out of nowhere. Colin, where's Colin gone? Colin has dropped.
Yeah.
I don't know where he is. Pete Colin. Where's Damo's short? Where are you guys? I'm not lower than 35th. Oh, they dropped to 36, just below Bishop Brennan. Have a look. You can see if you know any names, see any names that you recognize.
I really don't.
Just going to call it Rory Breslin, 62nd. S. Keaveney, I think. Ryan Matthews there. Barbie, Pandora, Green and Bitter Red. I think there's 2 of them actually. They may have to combine their scores later on. Quarantine Red, Roverty. Where did Colin drop to 8th?
Colin is 8th. Yeah, Colin is 8th.
Okay. There's a glow on my other screen here, so it's very hard to see. Ravanelli and Owen in 30th. D. Healy 34th. Ballicky Bill 33rd. Mally in 31st. Macatax 47th. Niall Rooney, I'm just going to call out any names. Kendrick's Elephants. Kenny on the Wing 52nd. Anna and Chips 51st. Old Rover 49th. I know I'm kind of moving up and down like that. That's the leaderboards after round 2, guys. They are the first question. The first round was on Sligo on Rovers, and then the second round was on Sligo. So the next 2 rounds will be world sport and general knowledge. So that's the 2 rounds that are remaining. Are you going to do something professional again, Jessica?
I am. So we're halfway through the quiz, and just before we get to round 3, we're just going to have another interview with another Sligo Rovers legend in Danny Ventry. Danny should be there in the green room somewhere. Danny, there we go. Can you hear us?
I can now. I've got my earphones in. Are you okay?
I'm going to leave you do your professional thing again. Just can.
Thank you, Damien.
The best of luck to best.
Thank you. Danny, thanks a million for joining us. How are you keeping?
Good. All right. How are yourself?
Good. Not too bad. The weather is good.
It is, yeah.
Danny, we just want to have a chat with you about, your memories of your time at Sligo Rovers and how you enjoyed it and what days stand out for you. So we'll start with how you first came to Sligo. So you had been released by Accrington, had you?
Yeah, I'd done. So it was me. I was 19, 20 at the time. I'd probably my first couple of years as a professional footballer. Where I come across a certain man in Paul Cook. He was still playing at Accrington when I first went there, so he was winding down his career, but he was also coaching as well, so he's like kind of a player coach. So yeah, that's where I come across Paul. So I had 2 years with Paul, playing with him and getting coached by him as well. So Yeah, after the 2 years, I'd suffered a leg break in my second season on Boxing Day, and I only played 1 or 2 games after that, and then just got released at the end of the season. By that time, Paul had gone into management. He went to Southport, which didn't go too well for him. I did go on loan for a month there, and then by that time he'd moved on to Sligo. And then I was released in the summer. I had basically nowhere to go. And then
So did he pick up the phone to you?
Yeah, well, it was funny because Sean Doherty, I don't know if you remember him. Sean was at Accrington with me as well as Mark Boyd, and the 3 of us had been released from Accrington. And Sean's dad, Mick, is very close with Paul. And as it was mid-season in Ireland, we got invited over to Dublin and to come over and watch. And Sligo were playing Shamrock Rovers in Tolka Park, Shelbourne's ground, was it?
Yes.
Yeah. And me and Boydie stayed in Dublin for, well, we didn't actually go home, to be honest with you. I didn't go home for 7 years, and Boydie obviously just done the 6 months and got off. And then Sean signed for Sligo the year later. So yeah, I stayed.
What were your first impressions when you came to Sligo Rovers?
It looked the standard of football looked really good. It was a different type of football, different brand of football, and I was thinking, in England at the time, in League Two, in the conference, what we were in, it was just rush football. It was just get it forward early, and you're playing against big men in England. And I weren't the biggest myself. I was a fullback at the time, and I just thought, you know what, I like to experience something different. So, I weren't a million miles away from home. Yeah. And Paul always said to me, look, you don't enjoy it, just go back home. You're half an hour's flight away. So that was it. It looked like enjoyable. I knew the way Paul wanted to play. I'd played for him before and played with him. And I just thought, if he gets something going here, it could be enjoyable. It took a little while for it to start burning and boiling. So, but as you know, it did get to the boil, and we were very successful.
But you never thought you'd enjoy it as much as you did, or it would nearly be as successful as it was?
No, I was obviously a very young lad. Again, and then another lad who come over with me, Chris Butler, left back. He was at Accrington with me, and he went to another team. And Paul always asked me about Chris. And then Butler came in, and then, as I say, Sean came in. So me, Butler, and Sean lived in one house in Gilooly there. So there was 3 young Scouse lads in a house in Gilooly, and next door we had Romy Bocco, Amaro Almeida. Brushy was round the corner. He was living with Stacey, his missus. And then, so it was fun because it was just young lads doing what you enjoy, what you love doing. You're getting paid to do it. And I loved every minute of it.
That obviously helped you settle in quite well, having some lads from home with you as well, but also having other players living around the corner and stuff. You were nearly like your own kind of community. Yeah,
that I think that was what set us apart from other teams in the league. Is the togetherness we had, and then what helped even more was my missus come over, Charlie. Later on in that year, she lived with us at the time, me, Butler, and Sean, and then you know what young lads are like. I had to move out in the end with my missus. So no, it was good. So we were settled down, and then that's what, as I said, set us apart, because we were just in and out of each other's houses. Like I was listening to Gav before, Piers, Debbie was up then, and then we were in with Stacey and Brushy, so it was good. All the girls got on with, girls don't really get on with each other, and no, we were just having, dinner in each other's houses, kids playing with each other and whatnot. It was so enjoyable. But them first couple of years, we didn't play as much football as we did when we were in Europe. It was only just like every other Friday, every other Saturday. So young lads being young lads, we might have been out for a couple of days in between, and then obviously things started to get a bit serious with the more success we had. So yeah, it was so enjoyable. We talk about it every day now.
I think, Danny, 2009, obviously it was disappointing losing the cup final, but I think Gavin Pearce said it before, like it kind of gave everybody like a wake-up call as to what might lie ahead for the club if they kept it up, and obviously 2010 ended up being very successful.
Yeah, it grew and grew. Again, Cookie being Cookie, he was attracting some good players. Owen Morrison coming. What a quality player he was. Bocho, I think he doesn't get enough credit as what he should get. Romy Bocho, when he was first spell there, and Doyle was with us at the time. He scored in that final. I was honoured to lead us out that day in the final. Conor O'Grady was suspended. I was 23 years old leading a club out in an FAI Cup final. I didn't even think of anything like that. But we played Sporting Fingal, who on paper were probably more experienced than us. Even though they're in the first division, they were very, not that I can remember many of their players' names, but at the time I was thinking, you read little profiles of them in the programme, you think, oh my God, he's played a few games, he's won a bit. So yeah, it was tough to take at the time, but Gav's right, it kind of, you wanted more from it. And I've said in an interview before, after that game, I remember Doyle coming in the changing room and throwing his silver medal at the wall, saying, I don't want that shite. You know what I mean? And that's always stuck with me, that with Doyle. And then I just kind of knew we were onto something. A couple of more players to come in, and a couple of more players did come in, and we got a little bit better.
Yeah, and what a year 2010 was.
Yeah, not half. I think that's when we were coming into our own, and I don't know if we played in Europe. Did we play in Europe that year as well?
2010.
We played was it Vlasnia that year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't remember now, but anyway.
But
the years.
The experience of that that brings you together as a team. And then 2010, that cup final, I watched it again the other day just to remind myself, really, because without being big-headed, you playing a few finals that you win, you kind of forget what's happened in certain times of the game. But it was the journey to the cup final. You just knew you were going to win the games, kind of thing. You're going out and you think, we're going to win today. That's the confidence we had in the team. And as I say, the players that we had don't get enough credit. Probably to this day, it would be great to just go back again, but obviously we can't.
2011 Cup again. 2012 comes around. Paul Cook has left, and we're all wondering what is going to happen. But things came together. There was an excellent squad, and Rovers eventually won the league that year.
I think that was probably the best team, because we were up there all season long, and every time a team come to play us, they raised the game, they tried to shut us down, and for some reason we always found a way to win. As I say, we were up there, to be up there all season, that's a feat in itself, because there was, again, top teams in the league. Shamrock Rovers were strong. I think Bohemians were still strong. St. Pat's, who pushed us all the way that year. We had some great games against them. We just always found a way. And as I say, you're going out and you knew that you were wherever I was playing or playing next to someone. I played a couple of positions that year as well. You just knew that whether it was Gav, Jay McGuinness, Keno, Dav, you knew they had your back, and you knew what they were bringing to the table, and you could just get on with your own job. And it was a great time to play in.
One of the reasons you were so loved by Sligo Rovers fans, I think, Danny, was the fact that you had a reputation as being somewhat unforgiving with a tackle. And there was a famous one in 2011 in Tala. I think it was on Chris Turner. I'm not sure if you remember it.
I do,
but it was one tackle that everyone still talks about.
I do. I've got a photo, to be honest with you. It was probably the only time that you get a feel for it. I seen Paul Cook celebrate the tackle.
Did everyone celebrate the tackle?
Well, but it was at the time, as you turn and come out of the tackle, I kind of looked to the bench a little bit, because I thought, fourth official might have thought that was a little bit naughty. But I loved playing against Chris Turner because I knew what I was going to get back, and I know he had a little bit of history with Sligo fans, and I knew I could get after him, and he'd give me a bit back because after that tackle, he tried to come for me in the far corner, and he said to me something like that was for before, and it was not, and I just kind of like, come on, you can do better than that, mate. But yeah, it was. I remember Cookie saying to me at half time, "Well done, lad." You know the way he is. But I got booked for it, and I think I think it was maybe it made me suspended for the next game.
Okay.
And I remember talking like, you know, if I was still on late on in the game, because whoever we had the next game after was quite important. And I probably shouldn't be saying it, but I was thinking to myself, well, if I get sent off at the end of the game, your band doesn't come through for 2 weeks, and I really wanted to play in the next game. But with the yellow cards, I'd missed the next game. But if I got sent off, I wouldn't have. And in the end, I didn't get sent off. I just missed the next game. I can't remember who it was, but it was an important game. But in the back of my mind, I was thinking, I was trying to be clever because I really wanted to play. So good job, I never.
Well, true, yeah. 2012, Danny, you were captain. It must have felt special to be lifting the trophy.
2012, that's the league, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah. Look, I was captain a lot between me, Connor, Richie, Ryan. We kind of shared duties. You know, 2011 when Richie lifted the trophy in the Aviva, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I remember that day when Richie led us out that day, and at the end of the game, he asked me, do you want to lift this together? And I just thought, you know what, no. Because I'd done it the year before. I thought, no. I half heard rumours of Richie was going as well. I just thought, no, you know, you go and do it yourself, Richie. You've been brilliant all year. You go and lift it. You know, this is your kind of bow out. And in the end, he did go. So to then captain the team all the way through for when we won the league. You know, I don't know. You can't put it into words. It just happens.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't think I was a leader in terms of like, I just led by actions and I don't know, examples. Just having a go, just honest graft. You know, I weren't the best player. You know, there was a lot of better players than me in that team, and you know what I could do is just get after people. And over the years, it probably took me 3 or 4 seasons to get to grips, and I've become a lot better player. And people talk about Joseph coming in. Yeah, Joseph brought me on massively as a player because he kind of just makes people believe in themselves, and he you know, that you belong where you're playing. So he was like kind of the final piece of the jigsaw having Joey in. But as I say, it wasn't just Joey. You know, we had Jim Laughlin who come in. What a experienced man he was. And I think he helped a lot of players around him. You know, Gav being a perfect example. You know, having that old head on, you know, behind you or around you, just that voice talking you through the game. And sometimes you didn't even have to run because they'd seen the game before it's even happened. So I think Paul Cook was astute in the way he done things like that. He always knew something that we were missing, and he always managed to find what we needed at the right time. And it helped everyone. And I think Doyle now speaks highly of Jim Laughlin because Jim was ripped. He was 30, 34, 35, 36, whatever age he was ripped. And I remember Doyle coming back from one pre-season, he'd lost a load of weight, and you know, his game kicked on from there. And he just said to Jim Laughlin, just told me, just, you know, get on this diet, invest in yourself. And you know, Doyle is still playing now, top scorer probably in Europe was this year.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what he said. All it was is, you know, he ripped a page out of the men's health. So, and follow the diet from the men's health. It was nothing to do with his ability. It's just the way he looked after himself. But people like Jim, Joey, you know, Jamie McGuinness come from Dublin. Very experienced, you know, winning things with Bows, you know, them big Dublin clubs. And I remember Jay coming in. And because he was kind of a Pat Fenlon player, he was flying into people at training, like really playing, like training as he was playing, like, you know, playing with aggression, which Jay always did. And it wasn't like that in that up at Sligo with us. We were training, and we just, to be more laughs in training than there would be arguments, because we just enjoy football so much, you know. And Jay just couldn't get his head around, like, you know, what's going on here? He's aren't training, right? But we all were. We were putting it in. We were working hard, but we were just enjoying it so much. You could have a laugh now and again. Jay always, it took him a while to, you know, get in his head that it's not everything's a fight. And then I think he come on from that, because Jay McGuinness's first couple of games with Sligo were a little bit sketchy. I remember him giving a pen away at Derry and stuff, and then Cookie managed him really well. You know, he wasn't someone who could train 5 times a week. You know, there was times where it was like, go and get in the jacuzzi, big man. Just make sure you're right for Saturday. And he was always right. What a player he was.
You speak about, you know, how much fun you had and how well everyone got on. And was it hard then, Danny, to make the decision to leave the club then in 2014?
Yeah, I was down to stay. I was, we'd finished the season. Remember that cup final?
Yeah.
And for some reason, I had, on the pitch, I had in my gut feeling, I just thought, this is my last game for Sligo. And I don't know why. I thought that, because I fractured my leg twice that year. I managed to come back and play quite a few games towards the end of the season, and then to go on and lift the trophy again, which was brilliant. I think me and Gav lifted it that day, because when I was out, Gav filled in captain and stuff. So so we'd won the cup again. I spoke to Ian Barraclough. There was an offer there. I went home over the Christmas period with my family. I come back, got a phone call off Ian Barraclough, come in and see me. So I drove into the showgrounds, and I could tell something was up. There was, you know, his face wasn't right, and then he just said, look, the deal's off the table. And I don't know why, to this day, but I thought I was coming back to sign. And yeah, it was very disappointing. He just said to me, look, it's his kind of decision, which I don't know if it was. I don't kind of believe that, but for in the space of a few weeks, not for the goalposts to be moved, the goalposts were taken away, and I was coming back to sign because I just thought I had a lot more to give. I was only 27 or something at the time.
Yeah, and I think there was even a Facebook page dedicated to getting Danny Ventry back to Sligo Rovers.
Yeah. Greatly appreciated, but I thought, this is a little bit embarrassing. But no, it just showed probably kind of the mark I left there, and no, I kind of loved it in a way, but no, I'm not one for talking about myself really, but no, that was greatly appreciated. But I don't think people knew that at the time of why I didn't stay on. But it was, the contract was just taken away, and then but funny enough, that year when I was coming back from me fracture in my leg, Roddy Collins was at Monaghan or somewhere, and he'd phone me in the summer. He said, "Come and play for me. We're not in the first division. You're going to play all the games and all that." And I was quite close to getting back to fitness. I think Ian Barraclough just wanted me to go and get some minutes and stuff, but I said no. I'll be back in the team soon. I'm not going to come, Roddy. And I said to Roddy, to be honest, I'd rather go back home and play Sunday League than play for Monaghan. And I just said it to him straight, and it was no disrespect. And he kind of said, "No, I like your honesty. I'll get you one day." And then, as it happened, he'd gone to Derry, and that's how I found my way to Derry. He phoned me and said, "I told you I'd get you. Get yourself up here." And I spoke to him, and then that was that. And I liked Roddy because he was kind of honest. He was probably too honest as a manager. He didn't probably get a fair crack at the whip up there either. But what a character he was.
Yeah, Roddy is one of the ones we miss. We don't see too much of Roddy anymore, unfortunately. you were at Kerry and then you went back home to the UK and you were playing a bit of football for a while in the UK. Are you still playing now, no?
Yeah, I was, until 12 weeks ago. So when I come home from Sligo, I struggled to get a team. I really did. It was mid-season in England. A lot of people's budgets were spent. And if you're getting in somewhere, you're either getting in because you're really good and you need it, or someone's injured and they need to get a player in quick. I ended up going to Hartlepool on trial. I think it was through Cookie actually, but that nothing come of that. Grimsby, I went to Grimsby. Manager said he really liked me, but he's getting a player for free. And this was what it was in England. You're like, you're getting players for free, so I'm not going to give you X, Y, and Z. So fighting a losing battle kind of thing. And I just thought the next thing that comes up, I'm just going to have to take, because I've been away for 7 years. No one knows who you are. So I ended up signing for Telford, who was struggling in the conference. That was one of the hardest things. And as I said early on, what I said before was going back to England's kind of kick rush football. So the first thing that happens, I make my debut after 20 minutes. I was on the bench. Ball drops to me in midfield. I kind of think I can turn and play. Oh, no chance. Some big 6'5" fella just eyeing me out, and I thought, where are we going? Back home now. So
welcome back.
I had to start throwing my weight about a little bit, but I got probably a yellow card for every game I played for Telford, and then we got relegated. But in that time, another player, great player for Sligo, who was with us was Matty Blinkhorn. Again, another one who doesn't get enough credit, because I think he got Rafa move, he got Podger move, he got Doyle a move. Who else played up front at the time? But them three players stick to mind. All played off Blinks. Now I stuck close to Blinks, always on the phone to him, even when I was still in Sligo, because he went into the coaching at Blackpool. So in the meantime, I'd done my B licence down in Dublin, and then as I went back home, as I say, to Telford, they were part-time. So I thought, well, I'll have a go with me coaching now. I got in touch with Blinks. He said, there's a little role here, and come and coach the kids. So I was thinking, I don't know, what am I going to coach them? Am I going to coach them out to tackle or what? I'm not technically gifted, so I thought, well, right, under 12s are going to be the best tackling under 12s in England. So, no, but that was fun. So once I was in there, Telford went down, money had gone. Warrington Town, which was quite close to my house, was a club on the up, 2 divisions down, and wanted to go players. So I ended up signing for them 2 years, got on my A licence, done my A licence. By that time in Blackpool, I'd moved up a couple of age groups. So I'd now gained my A licence, and it's called an Advanced Youth Award over here. So that's like an A licence for your under 18s and down. And then by that time now, I'd signed for 2 years. I'd gone with Warrington. I went and signed for the Manchester team, Royalston, again non-league. Done a year there, and then I became the under 18s manager at Blackpool, which what I do still today. So it's kind of coming out of football, but staying in it.
I know, it's moving on to the next stage of it after playing.
So the legs have probably fell off now with the 12 weeks rest. Debating whether to do it next season or not. I might try pre-season. If it's too hard, I'll just have to stop. But it's my release. It sounds stupid because I work in football, but my football's my release. So I'll be coaching of a Saturday morning at 10 o'clock under 18s game, and then I'll be jumping down the road wherever it may be and be playing at 3 o'clock. And non-league here is, it's actually a good. There's some top players, but they just prefer to work and play part-time, and you just think, well, if you dedicated yourself, mate, you could go all your way, and that's why you always see players coming out of non-league and going, because there's plenty of them. But it's challenging, But no, that's where I'm up to now. So I'm under 18s coach at Blackpool.
All right. Well, listen, Danny, we have a quiz to get back to, so we'll let you go. Thanks a million for your time. Really appreciate it. Great to chat to you, and you have to come back to the showground sometime soon.
Hopefully. Brilliant.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Talk to you soon. Bye.
Bye.
All right.
You should have asked him to say chicken chips and a can of Coke. I wanted to hear it as well. It's chicken chips and a can of Coke. That was it. Actually, he's still there. 1 second. Danny, are you still there?
I am. Do you really want me to say that?
Please, yes, just please.
What do you want? Some chicken and chips and a can of Coke?
That's it, yeah. Thank you.
I don't get it.
It's just the Scouse accent. That's
all right.
Because I can't
Danny,
say
thanks.
please.
Yeah. Chicken chips and a can of Coke. Okay, thanks very much. Cheers. Thank you.
Cheers,
you.
mate.
Bye, Danny.
Have you never
right.
heard that one, Jessica? No.
No, but we'll get to round 3, Damien.
Yes, just a quick one. So some people, if your scores might say 0 on the top left, that's just the scores were fresh. Once the quiz starts again, your scores will go back to you. So don't worry, I can see all the scores in the background. I had a few messages there from people just wondering about that. So we're just going to give people a 1 minute warning. 1 minute warning because people may just be getting back to it and stuff like that, refreshing their phones, getting back onto them. Are you okay to continue, Jessica? You need a break right now?
I am. I'm good to continue. It's my turn, is it, for the next round, which is World Sport?
World Sport. So watch your phones, guys. Watch your phones. It's about to appear on your phones. Right. Oh, yeah. I need to get up the screen. Okay. Right now.
Okay, so Matt Stover of Indianapolis is the oldest player to play in a Super Bowl. What age was he? Was he 40, 44, 42, or 38? So the oldest player to play in a Super Bowl, what age was he? Remember, the quicker you answer, the more points you get.
Can I just say that was a fantastic interview, Jessica? Well done.
Thank you. Danny is a very good speaker.
Yeah, it was really, really good.
A legend at the club.
Okay, live answering. There you go.
So 49% of people, I think, have the correct answer there with 42. That's funny. 44% of people said B, which was 44. There you go. Weird.
We love it in the quiz world.
I know. Anyway, the next question. Former British tennis player Tim Henman won how many Grand Slams during his career? Was it A, 3, B, 5, C, 2, or D, 0? So Tim Henman, I think he was the top British tennis player for a while. He's won how many Grand Slams? 3, 5, 2, or 0 throughout his career. Henman Hill, of course, Wimbledon is named after him. Not a very good tennis player, really, but he was loved in the English.
I'm sorry if you're watching, Tim.
Got that correct. Yeah, sorry, Tim, if you happen to be watching. Yeah, so the majority of people have gone for the correct answer there, which of course was 0. Nada. Didn't win a single Grand Slam. Well done, everybody's got that right. Okay. Who was Sligo's top scorer in the Connacht final win in 2007? So this is GAA for those who aren't sure. Was it A, David Kelly, B, Mark Breheny, C, Sean Davey, or D, Eamon O'Hara? So who was Sligo's top scorer in the Connacht final win in 2007? David Kelly, Mark Breheny, Sean Davey, or Eamon O'Hara?
What's this GA you speak of?
Foreign game. Okay, so 19% of people say David Kelly and 40% of people have gone with the correct answer, which was Mark Breheny. There we go. Congratulations, everyone who remembered that. That's a good memory, actually. Okay, so the next question. Limerick won the 2018 All-Ireland hurling title, defeating who in the final? Was it A, Kilkenny, B, Galway, C, Cork, or D, Tipperary? So who did Limerick beat in the All-Ireland hurling final in 2018? Kilkenny, Galway, Cork, or Tipperary? 8 seconds left to answer. This is question number 34. And here we have the live answers. So 45% of people say Galway, 34% of people say Tipperary, 19% Kilkenny, and just 1% Cork. And the answer was, of course, B, Galway. There we have it. On to the next question. Michael Jordan's The Last Dance documentary has proven popular. What age is he now? A, 61, B, 55, C, 57, or D, 59. So what age is Michael Jordan now? 61, 55, 57, or 59?
What a documentary!
It's amazing, actually.
Brilliant. What
It's
like
really
the winning element, the attitude that he has is just it's crazy.
Dennis Rodman is my hero.
He's I can see the same hair, makeup and nail varnish. Actually, I can see it. Yeah.
Okay, so 41% of people have gone with B55 and 41% have gone with C57.
It's amazing.
So the correct answer then was C57. That's a tough one, actually. Now, Damien, it's your turn.
Okay, question 36, guys. Again, watch your phones. What is Connacht Rugby Stadium called? Is it Connacht Park, Sports Ground, Terryland Park, or Elvery's Park? So Connacht Park, Sports Ground, Terryland Park, or Elvery's Park? Would you be a rugby fan as well, Jessica? Do you cover all sport?
I wouldn't cover too much rugby now.
Yeah.
I'd watch it if it was on.
Yeah, jump on the bandwagon, like. Yeah,
Our local team are quite good, actually.
Right, just going to do live answers. 90% of people going for Sports Ground. I presume that is the correct answer. It is the correct answer. So well done to 90% of you. Moving on to question 37. Brian O'Driscoll has the most caps for Ireland, 133. Who is second on 128? Is it Peter Stringer, Ronan O'Gara, Paul O'Connell, or Keith Wood? Peter Stringer, Ronan O'Gara, Paul O'Connell, or Keith Wood? I do know they're all Munster players. I wouldn't be a big rugby fan, or it's all football for me. So, you wouldn't get that one in the quiz world. In the quiz world, we call that a tie. Yes, it was, lads. Live answering. What? My God, look at that. In the quiz world, we would call that a tie. 42% of people saying Ronan O'Gara, and 42% of people going for Paul O'Connell. The correct answer is Ronan O'Gara, guys. So he's second on 128. Question 38 coming up right now. Horse racing returns to Ireland on June 8th. But where is the meeting? Is it Cork, the Curragh, Wexford, or Naas? So Cork, the Curragh, Wexford, or Naas. Horse racing returns to Ireland on June 8th. Where's that meeting? That really puts the other question right out of it earlier on. With the June 2nd. That was July 2nd. We've had a person apologising for the typo on that one. It wasn't me. Yeah.
It wasn't me either. So.
Okay. Having a look here. 55% of people going for the Curragh and 41% of people getting it right with Naas. Oh, another one of those questions. It really shows how tough the questions are when you've got such a balance like that as well. Which it's really good. So well done to the person who put the questions together. Question 39 is, where is Ruby Walsh originally from? Is it Wicklow, Kildare, Offaly, or Meath? Where's Ruby Walsh originally from? Wicklow, Kildare, Offaly, or Meath? World sport? Has there any questions been outside of Ireland? The world is only Ireland. There was the Tim Henman one, was it? And Indianapolis, the first two, and then we're just switching to Irish sport. Fooled you all. The live answer on this one. 60% of people going for Kildare. The correct answer was Kildare. Well done to you. My last question in this round, I'll hand you back to the capable hands of Jessica after this. Sligo cyclist Mark Scanlon won the World Junior Race in what year? Was it 1996, 97, 98, or 99? 96, 97, 98, or 99? Sligo cyclist Mark Scanlon won the junior race. Okay, I can see there's one person that hasn't. Yes, there you go. One person was just waiting there, just like this. Okay, let's have a look. Whoa, it's a mixed one. 45% of people going for 1998, which got the majority. A couple of people just less than that going for 97. The correct answer on that one was 1998. So there you go. Well done to you. Handing you back to Jessica.
Okay, here we go. So which German football club are known as, oh, my pronunciation here is going to be terrible. There we go. Or the Eagles. I'll just say the Eagles. A, Eintracht Frankfurt. B, Bayer Leverkusen. C, Hoffenheim. Or D, or B, Leipzig. So which German football club are, I'm just going to say the Eagles, because my German pronunciation is terrible. Is it Frankfurt, Bayer Leverkusen, Hoffenheim, or Leipzig? Of course, we all know loads about the Bundesliga now because we're all watching it. We have no other football to watch.
Have you got a team in the Bundesliga?
I'm going with Hertha Berlin because it's like the only stadium I've been to.
Right.
In Germany, obviously.
We're at FC Cologne is where we are. That's who we are with. Yeah. Anyway.
Nice. Okay. So 64% of people have said Frankfurt, and then everyone else is a lot less. So yes, the correct answer is indeed A, Frankfurt. Well done, everybody. Okay, next question. Which Italian Serie A team play at Stadio San Paolo? A, Sampdoria, B, Lazio, C, Napoli, or D, Fiorentina? So which Italian team plays at Stadio San Paolo? Sampdoria, Lazio, Napoli, Fiorentina. Looks like we might have some Serie A back soon as well.
And the Premier League is back on the 17th of June, I think it was announced today.
That, yeah. We'll be back to normal soon.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so 63% of people have got that one correct with Napoli. Yeah, there was nothing else worth talking about in the answers for that one, was there? On to the next one. Ken Doherty won the World Snooker Championship in 1997, defeating who in the final? A, Stephen Hendry, B, Alan McManus, C, John Higgins, or D, Peter Ebdon? So who did Ken Doherty beat in the World Snooker Championship in 1997? Stephen Hendry, Alan McManus, John Higgins, or Peter Ebdon? 3 seconds left to go. Get your answers in. And here we go. We should have the live answers just about now. So 59% of people have gone with Stephen Hendry, 7% with Alan McManus, 25% John Higgins, and 10% Peter Ebdon. The correct answer there is, of course, Stephen Hendry. And the majority of people have got that one correct. Okay, we've just 2 more, I think, to go here, do we? In darts, what is the first number left to the number 20 on the dartboard? A, 17, B, 5, C, 12, or D, 1? So on the dartboard, what is the first number left to the number 20? 17, 5, 12, or 1? 5 seconds left, everybody, to get your answers in. Time is up. Wow, okay. That's a pretty resounding result there. 83% of people with the correct answer there. Answer B, which is 5. 14%, a good shout for 1, but no. Correct answer is 5. And this is the... No, that's the next round, isn't it?
Yeah, I think I may have... we'll have to call this one, though. We'll have to do this because people will Google during the break.
Okay, we'll go with this one. So,
yeah.
Home Alone was released in which year? It's nothing to do with World Sport, by the way, but we're just going to go with it. A, 1989, B, 1990, C, 1992, or D, 1991. So Home Alone was released in what year? 1989, 1990, 1992, or 1991?
I think I may have not. I may have missed the question actually there. I think. Okay.
Possibly.
Yeah. It's a definitely actually just. It's fine.
Right, soften the blow here, Damien. Okay, so 47% of people have gone with 1990, and then we have 29% of people going with 92, 11% on 91, and 14% on 1989. And the correct answer there is B, 1990. Nearly half of our participants got that correct. Before we move on, Damien, do you want to have a look at the...
Let's have a look at the leaderboards. I think it's time. It's time to have a look.
Before we get to the final round.
Here we go. Here we go, guys. Drum roll, please. Bada. Okay. Oh, another change at the top. My God, it's completely changed. So Colin has come back up, as you can see. Neither dropped down. P. Conlon has actually extended, got a pretty good lead actually across the lads of about 100 and nearly 200 points, which can be caught. Damo Shirt, where are you guys? Where are you? Oh my God, I didn't see them above 35. I'm guessing, I'm hoping. Oh my God, they're above 30. See, it skips past just like me, just for you guys, so I can't actually see where my gang are. So as you can see where you are, if you're on a phone, you will see on the top left-hand side where you are. We still got one more round left, guys. One more round left, which is general knowledge. Okay, let's have a look. Damo Shirt. Rory Houston down to 11th there.
Rory.
Oh, God, lads, where are you? Guys. Up into 25th, I said. Go on, miss. That's that job. Hop out that, lads. Right, okay. It is the final round, guys. Just going to have a look at these ones. Dara saying, sorry, struck a nerve. Absolutely not. I'm just going to have a message here, actually. So there might be someone split, actually, on this. So I just need to check this one. Someone may have possibly left. They might have two in there, so we might have to join their numbers together. Let's just have a quick. Yeah, okay. So I have someone. I'll take a look at that towards the end. So, okay, it's 7-4. Yeah, there's one person there with two team names in it. Okay, so possibly the connection dropped and they came back in. So I will just make sure and have a look at his other. So it's actually Keno. So that's what I'm just having a look at here. I know he's got 704 points in one. I'll take a look at that after it anyway. There's no problem. So what would happen is possibly an internet connection dropped somewhere and his scores are split. Anyway, are you ready for the final round, Jessica?
Yes, I am ready. I'm very ready.
Okay, guys. The best of luck. It's my 5. Yeah. So this is general knowledge. You didn't get the questions and answers for this round, did you? So you're just Did you? No. Okay. So you're just as you're going to guess these as well.
I'm weighing it, yeah.
I got to say happy birthday as well for Michael Mulvey once more. I hope you're having a good birthday, Michael. And yeah.
Also, just while we're on it, I believe it is Michael Clancy's birthday too, so we should give Michael Clancy a shout out. He's well known to most Sligo Rovers fans, so we'll give him a happy birthday.
Okay. Here we go, guys. Final round, general knowledge. First question is, how many rings are there on an Olympic flag? So how many rings are there on an Olympic flag? Is it 7, 8, 5 or 6? 7, 8, 5 or 6, the Olympic flag. How many rings does it have? Okay, I'll just... Yeah. Would you get this one? If I was to quiz you on it?
Think so.
Let's have a look.
I'm not entirely sure though.
Put you to the test on this one, and this is like your quiz as well. Okay, so we're going to test Jessica as well. Right, 87. Well, I should have asked you what you would have said first.
Yeah, I would have said 5 for the record.
Yeah, of course. The correct answer was 5. Question 47 is: in Scrabble, how many points is the letter X worth? So in Scrabble, how many points is the letter X worth? Is it 12, 7, 10, or 8? 12, 7, 10, or 8. In terms of prizes, we'll have to check that one out. So I know Michelle is checking out how many places win prizes. We'll have to check that and see. If it was up to me, everyone would win a prize, but it's not. So, right. What would you have went for in this one, Jessica?
I don't have a clue. 10.
I don't have a clue. I think you're right. No, it's actually 8. Oh my God, it's 8. X is worth 8 points. Yeah, Q is 10. Yeah, X is 8. You can throw that into loads of letters. Into Ox.
Yeah, true.
Ox, you're going to get that. Right, okay. Question 48. Who plays Robin Hood in the movie Robin Hood, Prince of Thopsets? Okay. Thopsets. I think is there another film? Is it Kevin Costner? Kurt Russell, Bruce Willis, or Mel Gibson? I think, I know, unless there may be some other, I give up. The live answers in this one, Kevin Costner getting 69% of people. It is Kevin Costner, which means the actual one was Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. I genuinely do not know where Prince of Thup sits. I was given one round to put together. Okay, so I got sent the 3 rounds, and they said, "Will you look after general knowledge?" Because I'd have a bank of general knowledge from other quizzes. I don't know. Okay. Question 49. In which county would you find the Giants Causeway? So in Ireland, which county would you find the Giants Causeway? Is it Antrim, Derry, Down, or Armagh? Antrim, Derry, Down, or Armagh? Robin Hood. Coming soon to a cinema near you. Robin Hood, Prince of Thupsets.
Where did that even come from?
I haven't a clue. Actually, haven't a clue. This is a disgrace. Shakes fist, void a quiz. Okay. 92% of people going for Antrim. The correct answer was, of course, Antrim. And my last question in this round. Oh, no, it's not my last question. Round. What is the second book in the Harry Potter series? Is it The Philosopher's Stone, The Prisoner of Azkaban, The Half-Blood Prince, or The Chamber of Secrets? The Philosopher's Stone, Prisoner of Azkaban. Dama, you're asking for a tupset. Oh,
rather you than me, to be honest.
There had to be a typo. You know, there has to be a few of them. I put them in on purpose, actually. Okay. 56% of people going for the Chamber of Secrets. The correct answer was the Chamber of Secrets. Well done to the Harry Potter fans. We got that one. Handing it over to Jessica now for the next 5.
Rightio. Okay, so what track was the Spice Girls' first #1 hit? Track is very American. A, Say You'll Be There. B, Wanna Be. C, Who Do You Think You Are? Or D, Mama. So what song, as we like to say, was the Spice Girls' first #1 hit? Say You'll Be There, Wanna Be, Who Do You Think You Are? Or Mama. This song comes up on Pointless the odd time, I think. Or was it Pointless? Maybe it's The Chase I'm thinking of.
I look like the guy from Pointless. Pointless, actually, without the beard. I've been told I could replace him. Actually. Yeah. Okay. Right.
5 answers. So 86% of people, that's a lot of people, have gone with B, Wanna Be, and then nothing we're talking about for any of the other options. So the correct answer for that is 86% of people have got that correct with Wanna Be. Ryan Lynch says, Jessica, could you proofread Damos Ryan? I really should, but I can't stop Ryan because I did give away the answer to one of the questions earlier on. So, you know, we all make mistakes. Next question. Which singer would do anything for love, but he wouldn't do that? A, Meatloaf. B, Michael Bolton. C, Bryan Adams. Or D, Elvis Presley. So who would do anything for love, but he wouldn't do that? Meatloaf, Michael Bolton, Bryan Adams, or D, Elvis Presley. 5 seconds left to get your answers in. There we go. Time is up. Yes, 88% of people say Meatloaf.
Oops, that was the correct answer. Yeah,
let's move on. Yes, that was the correct answer.
Press the wrong
button.
What is
the largest planet in our solar system? So is it A, Jupiter, B, Saturn, C, Neptune, or D, Mars? So what is the largest planet in our solar system? Jupiter, Saturn, Neptune, or Mars? It's a tough one. 71% of people have gone with A, Jupiter. Then we have 11% with Saturn, 11% with Neptune, and 7% with Mars. And the correct answer there is Jupiter, obviously.
Volume or mass? Just the largest one, okay? Just the biggest one in the book, the pictures.
Okay, the next question. What is the name of Chicago's basketball team? We should all know this one. A, the Trail Blazers. B, Hornets. C, Knicks, or D, Bulls? So what is the name of Chicago's basketball team? A, Trailblazers, B, Hornets, C, Knicks, or D, Bulls? I think this should be a pretty high result as well.
I'm hoping for a 99%er, okay? The highest I've ever seen in any of the quizzes I've done is 98%, okay? The Chicago top sets that could be here actually. But, okay, so I'm hoping. Here we go. Oh
no! Wow. 96% of people saying Chicago Bulls. That's pretty impressive. Not quite the Chicago top set. That is a bit disappointing. But yeah. Impressive, Damien. Nearly 99%, but anyway. On to the next one. I think this is the last one for me, is it? What is the colour of Donald Duck's bow tie? You are obsessed with Donald and Daffy Duck. Was it Daffy Duck?
Yeah, it was Daffy the last.
Okay, so what is the colour of Donald Duck's bow tie? A, blue, B, green, C, red, or D, yellow? So Donald Duck's bow tie, not Daffy Duck, Donald Duck. Blue, green, red, or yellow? Okay, so there we go. We'll have our live answers now in a second, or we should. Okay, so 40% of people have said blue, and then 31% for red, and 26% for D, yellow. 3% have said green. Damien, what is the right answer? Do we have it? 31% have got it correct with red. Well done to everyone. Now, I think, am I handing it back over to you, Damien?
Yes. Okay, final 5 questions, guys. The best of luck. I hope there'll be no top sets here. Okay. Right, okay. There are no bonus points for remembering the name of Donald Duck's sister, but you will remember that. If you were on the quiz the last time, you will remember that one, okay? So everyone thought it was Daisy when it was actually Dumbella. So yeah, it'll stick with you for the rest of your life. Question 56 coming up right now. Stephanie Germanotta is better known as which singer? Stephanie Germanotta. Is it Lady Gaga, Adele, Madonna, or Cher? So Lady Gaga, Adele, Madonna, or Cher? General knowledge questions. Yeah, you can see the difference, I suppose, between your questions that were given to me, and these ones. The other ones were much tougher, I think. These are just fun general knowledge ones. So Stephanie Germanotta, would you have got this one? What have you gone for? Yeah.
A.
You would have went for 93% of people getting the correct answer. It was Lady Gaga. 0% of people going for Adele. That's well done. Question 77. How many zeros are there in 1 trillion? Is it 6, 15, 9, or 12? And I'm going to be fast with this one because you can. So how many zeros are there in 1 trillion? 6, 15, 9, or 12? I can see your eyes going up like this and you're like thinking.
Yeah, I'm trying to work it out.
A lot of people are probably scribbling down at the moment. 1, 0, 0, 0, 0.
That's what I was going to do.
Yeah, I see. Well, we know what you're going to do. Okay, live answering is in. 60% of people are going for 12. 31% of people are going for 9. 1% of people felt it was 6. The correct answer was 12. There are 12 zeros in 1 trillion. Question 58 on your phones right now. The soap opera Glenroe was set in which Irish county? Was it Meath, Wicklow, Leitrim, or Kildare? Glenroe, the best thing of a Sunday night when I was getting ready for school, or maybe getting ready to go to school the following morning, was it was Sunday nights, wasn't it? About 8:30.
I think it was before my time, slightly.
Are you serious? I'm only joking. Yeah, okay. Good old Miley and Biddy, you can't beat them. Okay. The live answers, 88% of people saying Wicklow. The rest of them are very low. See, a lot of people knew this one. The correct answer was Wicklow. Question 59. Right now, Riverdance debuted at the Eurovision in which year? Was it 95, 92, 93, or 94? So Riverdance debuted in the Eurovision in what year? 95, 92, 93, or 94? A lot of the younger people might be kind of going, it could be difficult enough for them. But this is one of the greatest things that ever happened to Ireland.
Apparently, yeah.
It's up there with Italia 90 for me. Okay, genuinely. Live answers. 95 and 94. It's very mixed in between the two of them. Very nearly balanced. The correct answer was 1994. We all river danced like we never did before. Legs flailing about everywhere. It was fantastic. Okay, question 60. And the final question of the quiz is: what UK TV channel airs The Chase starring Bradley Walsh? Is it ITV, Channel 4, BBC One, or BBC Two? So The Chase starring Bradley Walsh, ITV, Channel 4, BBC One, or BBC Two? They were easy enough questions, really, weren't they?
Yeah, they weren't that bad.
Yeah, they were okay. They were
harder the last time, I think.
Were they?
Mm.
Yeah, I got some complaints, I was told. You need to ease it up a small bit, I was told. Okay, guys. The live answering, 79% of people felt it was ITV. You had the rest from 1% thought it was BBC Two. The correct answer was ITV. Okay. Here we go.
Okay. The final leaderboard.
Just bear in mind when I do this, I do need to check because I do think I've got someone split their scores. So I'm going to have a quick look. When I do this, don't get too excited if you're at the top because you may not be. We'll have to have a look at it, okay? Okay. Drum roll. Live answers. Here we go. Pete Conlon flew out in front. And I'm just going to check here just to make sure that I've got one person here and I need to check. Oops.
Damo shirt is there, number 24.
24th. So I've got that person who's split. I just need to work out their scores here. 1319 plus 1133 to see does it do any difference to the top leaderboard. And I will tell you where you finished actually as well. So 4th, 5, and then you have 4 and 2, 4, 5, 2, 4, 5, 2. So Kino, you would have finished in 2, 4, 5, 2, 51st. So there you go, 51st place is where you came in at that one. So there you go, that's your winner. Pete Conlon, Colin and Eamon K. Pete Conlon obviously took over after round 3 out of nowhere. Colin, who was our leader in round 1, actually dropped down to 5th, I think, for round 2 and popped back in the last one into top 3. Eamon K, out of nowhere, Eamon K just popped into 3rd place. It's amazing. Who else have we got? Do you see anyone else?
Well, there's loads of people there. Mary and Pat, 57th. Go on, Mary and Pat.
Damo's shirt, 24th. That's disappointing, guys. About as disappointing as my shirt. Who else have we got? I know that there was a few people I just wanted to have a look. Where did Nyler drop to?
He's there.
Yeah. Oh, and Darren G90 out of nowhere come up into 4th. Philadelphia Collins in 13th. Rory Houston dropped to 15th, actually. And there's a few more. Is that it? The prizes. So what? Do we know what the prizes are?
I think Colin Feely, Rovers CEO, will be in touch there about prizes. I'm sure with the winners. I'm not sure if Colin is popping on or not, but
I
don't be in touch with people about their prizes. There are prizes, I believe.
Yeah, he was here, but for some reason he's popped out. I don't know what happened to him actually. So I think that's it. Yeah. So guys, I suppose what you might do is just message the Sligo Rovers page. If you should know all of them. There's no nicknames in there that you won't be able to work out who people are. That's fine because sometimes when people use a team name, it's tough to work them out. And that's the quiz. I think it's probably the last time we'll be on for a quiz. Jessica, I think.
I think so.
I think a lot of people are quizzed out. You know, so many quizzes, and so hopefully the next time I'll see you will be at a match.
In the show rounds.
Yeah. So that's it, guys. Thanks for playing. I'm going to leave you finish off, Jessica, actually.
Well, I don't really have anything else to say except thank you to everybody for participating tonight. Thanks for your support and all the messages, and our thanks to Colin Feely for organising, to Damien for doing all the hard work in the background that nobody really sees. And of course to Danny Ventry and Gavin Pearce for giving us a few minutes of their time this evening to chat away to us. I know it's a lovely evening, so we really appreciate people joining us, probably sitting inside, which is a bit of a shame. But anyway, hopefully we will see everybody in the showgrounds very soon, and take care in the meantime. That's it. Thanks, guys. And JD, again, it's been a pleasure
being asked and to help and stuff like that. And I'm sure I do enjoy the abuse. And thanks very much. And I'll be visiting you when we can all go back watching football. So thanks very much. I'm going to do the winning streak wave, and I'm going to end the broadcast. I'm just going to get this up, and I'm going to winning streak wave. Goodbye.